Everyone thinks they can spot a children's book from a mile away. Colorful covers, simple titles, maybe a talking animal or two. But what happens when those assumptions lead us to miss out on some of the most profound storytelling being published today?
That's really interesting. What made you start thinking about this?
Well, I just finished this remarkable book called Kippy Karoo and the Moonlaysian Crew, and let me tell you, it completely shattered every preconception about how we categorize literature. The opening scene alone involves a catastrophic event that plunges an entire civilization into darkness.
Hmm. That sounds more like something from an epic fantasy novel than what the title suggests.
You know what's fascinating? The villain, Silver Shadow Demento, is this incredibly complex character who reminds me of some of literature's most compelling antagonists. Think Magneto or Ozymandias. His motivations are so layered that you sometimes find yourself questioning whether he might actually have a point.
That's quite different from the typical bad guy wants to be bad approach we often see. How does the story handle these deeper themes?
Well, it dives into some really heavy territory. There's this incredible scene where the main characters face an impossible choice between saving their close friends or protecting a resource that could help thousands. And here's what's really powerful: there's no convenient solution, no magical way out.
So the consequences actually stick? That's pretty bold storytelling.
Yes, it is.
That level of detail must really affect how readers engage with the story.
Absolutely.
Well, that's quite different from what most people would expect from something with such a playful sounding title.
And that's exactly why we need to talk about this. Um, there's this whole generation of writers who are creating these incredibly sophisticated narratives that get overlooked because they don't fit into neat categories. Like, the way this book handles identity and personal transformation is on par with some of the most acclaimed adult literature,
That makes me wonder how many other amazing stories we're missing out on because of our preconceptions.
right? And here's what's really interesting: the book actually rewards multiple readings. There are these subtle clues about character motivations that only make sense once you know the full story. Even the way certain characters speak has hidden meaning when you understand their true identities.
That kind of layered storytelling seems to be gaining more recognition lately, even if it doesn't fit traditional categories.
You know what's fascinating about that trend? It's forcing us to reconsider how we think about storytelling itself. When a book like this can seamlessly blend complex philosophical ideas with cosmic adventure, it shows that the old ways of categorizing literature might be holding us back.
So, what do you think this means for the future of storytelling?
Well, I think we're entering an era where the boundaries between different types of literature are becoming more fluid. Writers are realizing that readers of all ages can handle sophisticated themes if they're presented in the right way. The success of this book proves that you don't have to choose between depth and accessibility.
That's quite a powerful shift in how we approach storytelling.
And here's what I think is most exciting about all this: it's opening up new possibilities for how we engage with literature. When we stop limiting ourselves with preconceptions about what certain books should be, we create space for stories that can truly transform how we see the world.